Hey, welcome to the Save Games Podcast, episode 4. I need to change the text on the side, and while I do that, we're going to intro our guests for this episode. Down in the bottom left, we have Romans 10v9, and then down in the bottom right, we have Warrior of Light 777. And guys, if you just want to just do a little intro for yourself, just tell us a little bit about you, what you're up to, what you do, and anything you're working on that you want us to know about.
Sure. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
It's too late because I am. Hey, everybody. Roman's here, your leader of Reach Conference, the world's internet's final boss. Just kidding. I am your friendly neighborhood troll of Twitch that loves streamers and what they do, and willing to help any content creator that is Christian to help them scale and grow their brand. And I would say Reach Conference, which is 70-ish days. We're probably seven days away from the event. So grab your tickets, use code BORN, I believe, or FlatCap or Warrior. Don't use code Romans because that doesn't work. And I'll see you guys there.
Nice.
That's me.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Awesome.
All right, go ahead, Warrior.
Can you hear? That sound okay? All right, good. My name is Warrior of Light. I started an event a while back, almost 4 years and 3 months now, called the Blessing Boat. You can go to blessingboat.com to learn more, but we basically started an event that allows new streamers to become affiliate. And how we do that is each and every hour, on the hour, we have a new streamer that basically will run their stream as a sample of what a Christian streamer is doing. And you get a chance to meet people from all over the world. A lot of people, including Born Again Gamer and FlatCap Dapper Pastor, I think became affiliate pretty quickly after they joined the Blessing Boat. So it really has helped. And that was way back when we were averaging about 2 to 3 people a stream. Now we're averaging 25 to 30. So if you're interested, let me know and I'd get you into the next boat. But the next boat for September is actually going to be working with Reach Conference. They're going to do a whole different boat. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see what they're going to do. I already know, but I don't know if I should reveal it. You can reveal it, Romans, if you want.
You want me back into the spotlight? Okay, I'll take it from you. Sure, I'm a shy guy. Hey, guys, so we're taking over the Blessing Boat Reach Conference style. And that Saturday, September 13th, is specifically towards the Fortnite community. I was just going over our content creators. We have 6 out of 8 spots filled. It is invite only for the Reach partners. I have 2 spots left across 7 Fortnite streamers. So the main requirement is that they're Reach partners, 1, and 2, that they actually play Fortnite. So we have 140 partners, so we're not trying to ask all 140 to play Fortnite, but those who actually play, and the idea is all 8 streamers would combine their streams, combine their chats, and the CCV, by my estimates, will be somewhere between 100 to 200. So potentially 200 people. Imagine a streamer, maybe you average around 10, 20, maybe 30. This one day only, you'll average around 200 if all the creators do the things. And for one day in the Fortnite directory, which is where they call home, they'll be somewhere in the 200s range. So I'm hoping it helps get that exposure, the organic exposure, not only from internally, from across 8 creators, but hopefully pull from the Fortnite directory itself and let them experience all you lovely peoples.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. Yeah. I don't main Fortnite, but I do stream it. It's part of my regular rotation, so that's tempting to join in.
I did notice you played Destiny, that, and then one other game that slips my mind. I saw in your.
I've been doing Minecraft.
You're kind of like a 3.
Yeah. And Zelda.
It looked like you're a 3-game
Zelda.
rotation kind of guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. No, actually, it's actually my 3-year affiliate anniversary, Warrior of Light.
Nice.
That's why I'm wearing my special hat. Usually, I'd have my Goku hat on. I picked up this. This is my favorite. I usually wear that for stream because I love it. But because it's a special day. I put on my Mario hat. But yeah, it's exciting. Welcome in everybody, Supersonic and Driven by Faith, and anybody else that I missed. There's a lot of chats going on up there. I'm watching you, pal. Yeah, so we set aside a couple special topics to talk about this stream. One that was really like I noticed a lot of controversy about it online. It's kind of like, I think there's kind of two sides that are very opposed. I don't know. I haven't really heard anybody. I guess you never hear from people who are in the middle who don't care. You hear from the people who are passionate on either side. But yeah, there's this adult games ban that happened on like Steam. It was on what other platforms banned? itch.io, which is all like kind of open source indie stuff. They just like all up and banned all adult games, and I heard it was because of Visa, MasterCard like putting pressure on them to do that. Have you guys been reading about that? And you have any thoughts on the subject?
Well, before we get there, I don't know if FlatCap had a shot, or is he a regular? Do you always talk about yourself? Or we like past that?
Yeah, I'm kind of
Oh,
regular,
yeah, he's
but
a regular.
you know,
Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
All right. Well, who cares about that guy? All right. Well,
that's
back
right.
to me.
Hey, that's
So
right.
what I know about your story is actually Collective Shout, this organization of Australian women, I think, complained to the credit card merchants of Visa, MasterCard, and basically wanted games that they felt were inappropriate banned off the platform, which shut down itch.io and Steam for quite a bit. I think PayPal also went into it, to my knowledge, and for a
Okay.
while, no one could buy on Steam through any of these means.
Oh, I didn't realize that it was that to that level where nobody could buy anything for a little while.
Yeah, I forget. I didn't experience
they'd
it myself.
have
I
to.
recently bought a $3 game. I know. I'm I'm a big spender. I apologize, but I bought a game that cost $3, and I didn't run into that wall, so I think they fixed it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I
I
just
don't think it was for everybody though. I mean, there's countries that obviously got banned on it because it was, sexual in nature, and that's why they decided not to have it. But and to talk about MasterCard and Visa, I used to actually be a credit card processor for the Royal Bank of Scotland, and we had situations where we would go into a store and basically they were not qualified and they had to jump through a lot of hoops in order for them to be able to process credit cards. And I think because of the type of game or the type of company that's creating these games, I think that's why MasterCard and Visa said, "Oh, we got to stop this," which I agree with, and I hope we all agree with. I don't think those games should be even made, but obviously it stopped a lot of people from buying games from all over the world because PayPal is directly connecting with Steam, all the people that had a PayPal account that was not from the US or the approved other places could not buy any games, I guess.
oh wow.
That's all I know.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah, I mean,
It's
I
it's
agree. I thought it was good that they would rid that. Like, I mean, I guess if you're going to have a site for that kind of stuff, even though I don't think that there should be, I don't think it should be mixed in where, some kid's browsing and trying to find the latest COD style game or something like that, and then all of a sudden he's in the category of adult stuff, even though it asks you. I know, because like I go to download a game that's rated mature, even though it's not explicit in those ways. It's, a shooter or something like that, and it asks you to verify your age every time you go to something, but it doesn't really check. It's
Mhm.
just you just type in a number and it takes it.
Yeah.
what on some level, I'm a little bit surprised that they had enough clout to get Visa and MasterCard to step up and do something. Like, was there something more going on behind the scenes that Visa and MasterCard really felt pressure to do that? Because sometimes it takes somebody really big or some big event to get moneymakers to decide it's not worth their time to make money. They usually will pursue the money for any means necessary and not worry about unintended consequences. So that one to me is a bit surprising that they actually said, no, we need to draw a line here. And maybe it was just a matter of moving it off the platform and they're still fine with you spending money on it. Just keep it behind a paywall somewhere else.
Yeah, that.
No, it's pretty sure it's a small group of people. It's just it's a non-profit supposed charity based out of Australia. It's small. There's less than 20 of them. It's just I don't know what to tell you. I don't want
Yeah.
to I don't want to assume why it worked, but let's just say certain
What? Right. I'm just saying
people
it
of
surprises
privilege.
me. Yeah, it just surprised me. You know.
Yeah.
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 Maybe God's moving, I mean,
Could
one
be.
thing I heard too was that GOG, which is part of a lot of different distribution things too, allowed it in their stores. They actually gave away a whole bunch of them for free for a limited time period.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
bring that
over
up
a
too.
million people downloaded it. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, a million compared to what 3.5 billion is nothing, but still, that's a pretty big number for people to have those type of games.
Yeah,
And you don't know, what age they are, you know.
it sets a pretty obvious stance on where they stand on the situation, I guess. Eh?
Yeah, they didn't like it.
Yeah, I read that as well. Yeah, it's very like you said, FlatCap. How do they? We could brainstorm ideas all day and never land on the right answer. But it's very
Right.
it's very interesting that a small group like that was able to almost move a mountain. Moving credit, like you said, moving credit card companies to not make extra money. It's very odd.
Maybe they were the David of the day,
Yeah,
killing the
maybe.
Goliath.
Yeah, maybe they had favor for some reason. I don't. Is it still? Is that still in place? Like, can you still not get the adult games on Steam and itch?
No, you can't. Well, I don't know about Steam, but I know GOG was doing it for free, so I'm sure they started charging.
Yeah. We lost your video. No worries. Yeah.
Well, I will say that it definitely seems like it's somewhat permanent. But I definitely think that the way I obviously, why would I want that kind of terrible video games anywhere? I think the process by which happened shows. I think for me as for someone who appreciates capitalism because I live in the United States, I don't appreciate how it played out, but I'm okay with it this time. But how long until I'm not okay with it? What happens when that same power is turned towards Christian games?
Yeah.
So I think that sure they okay this time, but we may not be lucky the next time, and that's where my problem is with it, because I think there's a lot of things wrong with how Steam does what. There's a lot of bad games, not just the ones that objectify women. There's other bad games that are on the platform, and so at the end of the day, a squeaky wheel gets the wheel. If we get enough Christians to get mad about something, we too could make them do a thing. I just hope that those who wield such power do it correctly. Or
it's a really good point.
Yeah, that's definitely a good warning of, oh, you might be happy about it when it happens to someone else that you're opposed to what they're doing, but how would you feel if it was the other way around? Which, yeah, that's definitely something to be leery of anything that is wielding power against a group of people. I mean, even though I feel like, I don't want that there. I don't want my kids running across it unintentionally, or grandkids if I ever have any, or other kids I know. I wouldn't want it in the same space. So, but people might say that about Christian games. You're right, Romans.
Yeah, and if it doesn't take a huge group of people to make it happen, it's kind of scary to think. Yeah, so it sounds like Sonic was just asking, is it resolved? Has a compromise made and resolved? Yeah, it sounds like from what Roman said, it sounds like it's going to be permanent. Like, I would have thought if they were going to change something, it would have been pretty quickly after all the outcry and I think there was petitions written and signed by thousands and thousands of people. but they still haven't flipped on it yet. So I don't know. I guess I can't see them doing it if they haven't yet. You'd think they would want to save face as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think long term though it will hurt Visa, MasterCard many years from now. A new player, someone new will enter the market will and be more free, however you want to describe that, and it's a temporary measure. Sure.
Yeah, it's
Okay, they win for now.
yeah. We haven't solved the root problem of sin and flesh. It's not it's not going away just because it's not on Steam, I guess too. Yeah. All right, Warrior still having camera troubles there. That's all right.
Yeah, I don't know when.
No worries. All right. Well, yeah, that's I'm glad to have you guys throw in your 2 cents on that matter, because I didn't realize a couple of the things that you guys brought up there, and you made some good points, Romans, about what happens when they come for other stuff. So our next topic that we had on the docket was just to talk about Reach. We have you here, and that's your baby. So I'd love to hear about, I'm sure each of us could come up with a couple questions about, how did you start it and stuff like that.
Oh, is this an interview of me?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
man.
This is a special episode, special Romans episode.
Oh, okay.
That's the title of the episode.
I love talking about myself. I'm very humble, and I like to make this about other people, but sure, we could make it about me. Well, your first question is, why did we start Reach?
Yeah.
I would tell you I had no intention of starting Reach. I actually was doing something else. And then the guys that He Gets Us Come Near, the Super Bowl guys that made 1 good commercial and I would say 2 bad commercials. And I've told them this, so whatever. But I understand the effort. They were trying to make Jesus respected and relevant. I just think that when you make spicy commercials, you have to execute very well. And they dropped the ball. Anyways, other point. They just reached out and they said, hey, we like what you did for Compassion International. A few of us used to work there. Can you do something for us? And I said, sure, but you guys, from my understanding, don't really need money. How could I help you? And they said, well, we want to do evangelism discipleship. So I said, great. That I'd prefer to do that over trying to figure out how to pull money from the internet. Look, Mag in the chat. Romans is so humble. No one does it better. That's right, Mag. I am the humblest guy you'll ever meet on this show today. So anyway, so they said we'd love to do evangelism discipleship, and I just said, great. Do you have partners? Because I understand that, and maybe your chat doesn't know, but I'm very sarcastic, and so I just said to them, that sounds great. I know we can't create this on the spot. Do you have any partners that do evangelism or discipleship? Love to look at their content. And so they said, yeah, we use Alpha, which obviously Born Again, you used Alpha already. You already knew about them before I knew about them. So I reached out to Alpha, met with their leadership, talked to them about what streaming is. They're all eyes, glazed to the back of their heads. And they're like, what is this? We've never heard people talking about the internet. We've done it a little bit, but we're usually meant for churches to use our material. And so after I looked at the material, I could see it working. I could see, and exactly what Jay Tripka said in the chat, that I think Alpha is okay. And I thought it was okay, but for what we needed I needed something now versus something perfected, because it was all about, okay, so it's maybe better than okay. Okay, good. So you do like it. So I liked it enough to use it. Like, is it perfect for gamers? Is it totally relevant to our community? Probably not a bullseye, but definitely close enough to win a game. So I asked them if we could use it. They gave the blessing, and then really it was off to the races. So we have someone driving it. We have the materials. Now, can creators use it? Would creators dare to use Alpha content on stream? And so we reached out. Right, I talked to FlatCap about it, and FlatCap's like, "Oh, you silly guy." I know Alpha from years ago.
Years ago.
So,
Yeah.
So
I'd actually already done Alpha in person at 3 different churches. one of the best successes we had was in South Dakota at within the Chinese community in South Dakota. They were coming, all university students, and then bringing their family. So we were using subtitles in Chinese, doing a meal for them and all that. So I was like, yeah, like this can be powerful. When you get it outside of the church building, it's better. So I'm like, yeah, this can happen online. We just got to figure out how to make it happen online. So yeah, I was on board. I actually was already planning on doing it last year before you even brought it up. I'm like, I'm already planning on this. So it's a no-brainer for me to jump in and do this. And those that don't know, the best way I like to describe it, Alpha is an introductory course to the Christian faith. So if you don't know anything about Jesus, it's a safe way to come and ask questions. And there aren't dumb questions. It's just, what do you know? Well, if you don't have any basis, then how do you even begin questions? So didn't mean to take that off from you. I was just trying to, comment in chat that some of us had experience with it and others didn't.
No, I love it. Thank you for chiming in, and that made a lot of the conversations easier. But quite a few people were like me, like, "What's an alpha?" Right? And I would explain it not as good as FlatCap just did, but I would just basically say that it's a great way to start the dialogue. And that's really as a quick commercial for Alpha, the best part about Alpha is that any question can be asked. It's an open format, so you don't feel like you're totally on the rails. And you just watch a quick video, and then you have real honest communication, build fellowship with food or whatnot. Anyway, so we reached out to the entire internet. I think I had 200 conversations in 60 days. Literally lost my voice by the end of it. Yeah. And thanks to the team at the time, Fade USA and a couple others, Irish and a couple other, Jonah, Blocker J. I'm missing one more person. They found me, all the creators, right? We used some software, some tech. I had some of my dev guys we literally scrubbed all of Twitch to find all of you guys. It was like finding Pokemon. And if they're willing to have a conversation, I'd have the conversation, say, guys, this is our moment. It's Easter coming up. That's probably Easter and Christmas are the two times you can talk about Jesus. And most people, at least in the Western side of the world, don't flip their lid. They're like, this is your day. You may annoy me with your jibba jabba. And so we would do it. And so I asked all the content creators on Easter, and then the whole point that I needed is to thank all these creators, right? Because I'm just a random dude on the internet. You don't know me from a hill of beans. And at that time, I really had no clout at all, right? I knew a couple streamers, Susie and a couple others who knew I was legit. But the vast majority, I was nobody. But thankfully, out of the 200 plus conversations, 55 people said yes. 55 streamers said yes. And of the 55, I would say 33 made it all the way to the end. And what does the end mean is those eight sessions. So out of the 55, 33 showed all 8 before, they made it to the end. Some folks made it to 4, some made it to 2, some made it to 6. A few made it to 7. I'm like, just one more, bro, just one more. But whatever, didn't work out.
Those are rookie numbers. I did all 15 episodes.
Well, you did it before we chatted. You already were. I think you're like episode 10 or something. But by the time I spoke to you, you were 2 episodes beyond.
I just picked. I started on Groundhog Day instead of Easter. I picked the wrong holiday.
Yeah, sure. And you're probably still living that day. You don't know that this day is repeated for 33 years. So the finish line was Reach Conference. So really, I guess the point of your question is, how did you start Reach Conference? It kind of wasn't the point. The point was just to get content creators during a very open, reasonable time, Easter, to talk about Jesus. And then I'll throw you a giant party because I don't know how your audience is going to take this. I'm Filipino. What do Filipinos know how to do? We throw parties like nobody's business. We are the king of parties. So I can throw a good party. And in 6 months, thanks to all of these creators doing that, we had 1,000 people go through the alpha content. And then, to be honest, Reach Conference was a 2-day thank you party with Chosen, The Forge starring Cam Arnett, Wolves at the Gate, where FlatCap absolutely rocked out his life out, probably punched 10 people, I don't know. Coca-Cola Consolidated came out. This is the Christian arm of Coca-Cola, the company, has many entities. would you know it? Of all the entities, there's one that's openly Christian, and it's on the Fortune 100 list. And I reached out. I flew to headquarters and convinced them, and they're fully on board, and sent their top guy, and he brought everyone to tears.
man,
Matt
Mark
Damon played him in a
Whitaker's-
movie called The Informant.
Yeah, his story was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 years in prison, and that's where he met Jesus, and then gave it all to God after. That's like, I don't know if I would thank God for being in prison for 10 years, but obviously, if
It
it
worked
meant
for him.
eternity, why not? But that's a wild place to be redeemed. Yeah, so then Reach Conference, that's pretty much the start of it, and then after the end of it, I just realized what a great thing we just did. But it doesn't have to end there. We could do more. So that's where Reach Conference 2025, November 6, 7, 8, here in Orlando, Florida, same venue. And this year it's featuring, do you want me to go into that side of it? Do you want to talk about the speakers this year?
Yeah.
So the
go for
speaker,
it.
all right, so the theme this year is cosplay and anime. And the first speaker is Caitlin Glass. She's a voice director, anime director. So if you've ever watched anime in English, there's a very high chance she was the voice director. She's done over 400 something animes, 433, some kind of number like that.
Wow.
She was a voice in Full Metal Alchemist and so many beloved animes. She's also a voice actor, so she'll be speaking about industry and how it plays in her faith to be bold in an industry that, for the most part, I'm not sure where Jesus is at, but he's somewhere out there. She's out there, she's out there being a light. Catherine Lidstone from The Chosen is coming back. She'll talk about this year. This has been a wild year for Chosen. These seasons and where it's heading. This is the hottest Chosen probably will be until they hit season 7, where, if you've read the Bible, you know how it plays out, but it's going to get pretty real. I think folks aren't ready what season, but she'll come out and give an update. We have the business game development for TikTok. He's in charge of all the partners and games that are played on TikTok. So for all the content creators, if they'd want to know how to grow on TikTok, you literally have the guy who knows there. And this is a new one. No one knows this. So this is just for you. Just for you, Born Again Game.
Exclusive.
No one knows. This is an exclusive premiere. I haven't said it to anyone. And this has been
Get ready to
new
clip
information
this, guys.
just happened today.
Clip it.
Yeah, you ready for it? Chick-fil-A is coming.
Oh, cool.
For food or for talking?
Hope for talking, and I'll let you know by next week if food is involved.
Oh, nice.
But he's in charge of Chick-fil-A's public relations.
Wow.
He's the PR guy. So this is the moment for you content creators to convince a brand who can't go anywhere that they need to be in this space. So let's not be clingy and annoy the guy. But this is that moment where content creators have, Chick-fil-A is the #1 fast food chain in the world. Pound for pound, dollar for dollar, Chick-fil-A makes more money at each store than Subway does, even though Subway has 30 stores. Subway has 30 stores or some crazy number to every one Chick-fil-A store. And Chick-fil-A makes more money than all of those stores combined. It's the Lord's chicken. He'll talk about how they make a delicious chicken sandwich, and I'm sure they'll talk about all kinds of cool stuff there. And I have one more speaker that, as I am now embarrassing myself, we have one more speaker whose name completely falls out of my mind. And then performances this year will be in the rap category. I have 3 rap performers, rappers coming out. The only one I'm currently advertising is Chichi Onyekane. He performed last year. He's a global worship singer. He literally performs all over the world. And last year I had him just do worship. Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. That's why Reach Conference number 6, 7, 8 is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So he's open for business when he comes out. And I'll have two other rappers that are under wraps for now. We'll let the Lord figure that out. Maybe something amazing happens. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe who's already going to be there is already amazing. It's all in the Lord's hands. One thing I'll give you about Reach Conference, as much as I am very strategic and I have an entire calendar and I have all kinds of things to make sure we execute, I leave a lot of room for God to work his thing. So I am letting God solve. I don't. Well, I could talk. It's kind of sad. No, I don't want to talk about it. So so one of the performers went to be with the Lord. I'll just leave it at that. I won't say anything more. I'll leave it there. And so I'm letting God decide what happens, because that already is pretty wild of a turn. And so, God, do your thing. So that's probably it. And that's from a performance standpoint. Oh, from the game show, spoke to the set team. We are actually building an authentic 1-for-1. Hear it again. Hear what I said. A 1-for-1 ratio, Price is Right game show set.
Wow.
I'm talking, we are going to build it to scale.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yes. And FlatCap, you're going to be my emergency guy if we run into a wall. But my set guy builds for Disney Universal, so he feels confident he can do this. He has so much time to do
Nice.
it. So I'm
awesome.
praying to God he can do as he says, because I'm pushing it hard. I'm telling everyone, and I'm flying all of October. I'm literally on this global trek around the planet to tell a lot of big Christian orgs about Reach Conference. I'm literally home for 6 days in October. So I really need the team that are doing the things to do the things without me, because I'm on a plane flying all over the place like I'm running for president.
Giving away cars.
So, funny, Supersonic.
Cool.
Giving away cars. It's interesting that you mentioned that. I wonder, that's so weird. Why do you know that we might be giving, oh my God, we're giving away a car. I'll know tomorrow. I don't know. Supersonic knows everything. There's a chance we're giving away a car tomorrow. Oh, were you joking? You didn't know that? I was wondering how you knew that. I'm like, I didn't think people knew that.
It's not Hot Wheels car, it's a real
Revelation.
car.
I thought it had been in the Discord. So Supersonic's in the Discord.
He is in the
I thought it
Reach
had been
Discord,
mentioned.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know why his name is different? Saved by Grace. I thought that was another Supersonic. There are many Supersonics in the world.
Hey,
So
born
tomorrow
again wife.
I'll know tomorrow for sure I'll know if there's a car.
That's awesome.
So no car right now. Officially no car. Tomorrow could be a car.
Don't clip that.
Don't clip car.
So
Let's see.
I had
Yes, go for it.
I had a question with regards to running something like this. So I'm organizing an event here in my small town in Canada, and I'm calling it Gather and Game Conference. And so it's kind of a build up of the last couple. We've done 2 other events where it's just like a Mario Kart tournament, and then a friend of mine, Brett Chapman, comes to talk and does a talk with parents. But now I want to have a couple speakers. I want to get some vendors there to sell some stuff. I got a Christian bookstore nearby that may bring a table and set up, and I got a gaming store in town that I'm seeking. But I get frustrated, or I get down on myself, and I beat myself up when I reach out to somebody and I get crickets back. What do you do? Like,
So imagine I need 100 yeses. Do you know how many people I ask?
1,000.
Guess the number. When I need 100 yeses, guess how many people you think I ask?
300 to 500.
Yeah, it's probably not 1,000, but like,
200. Yeah, what if I told you it's 10,000?
Whoa.
I would have guessed
So-
1,000. 10 is a wow. It's a
a lot.
massive
Yeah,
amount.
you guys are rookie numbers, bro.
That's all the people in my small town. That's like our population.
What, you have 10,000 people? So, it sounds like you have 10,000 more conversations.
Yeah.
So I guess, so at the end of the day, when you say, how do I handle it? I have 9,000 no's,
Yeah.
Wow.
but I got 100 yeses.
Just brush them
Like,
off.
or I have 9,900 no's.
Mhm.
So people say, how do you deal with rejection? I deal with a lot. I deal
Next.
with a lot of
Rejection therapy. I saw this guy streams on TikTok. He goes into places and asks for ridiculous things and hopes that they'll say no so that he can learn to deal with the rejection. Calls it rejection therapy.
That guy got rich actually doing
Did he?
that.
Yep.
I actually know
Yep.
who you're talking about. That totally worked for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, back to your question. Yeah, that
Just ask more people and don't beat myself up.
and I would tell you to refine your speech every once in a while. Like I'll tell you, one person said to me that I was moved by what you said, and when that person, and I took that as a clue. Why did that person say that? Because they weren't lying. That of everything I said, that was the one thing that moved them. So guess what? I said it to the next
Keep
person.
it in there, yeah.
And so I wouldn't talk to all 10,000 in one shot. Talk to them in chunks. Talk to them in sections of 10%. Like, depends how many iterations you need. Like I'm 44 years old. You know, one of the benefits of being 44 years old is I usually can guess how many times I need to swing at a ball to hit a home run. I can guess how many times I need to pitch something to get it right. And I know it's never one. I'm not Babe Ruth. I'm just your average guy. But I'll tell you, it takes, I know, usually whatever is in front of me, it's like what the God's gift to being old or older. We're not old, but older, is I can guess how many times it takes me to figure something out. And then I build in that number of failures to figure it out. So I like Charles Barkley
fair.
line that I failed more times than you've tried. So you can cry all you want, but I've, like, not to you specifically, but in general,
Yeah.
people like, you know, I get it. I've cried. I have too. And when I get that email, you suck, I get them by the hundreds. I get very passive aggressive versions of that. I hate this ministry. I don't like it. Video games of the devil. D&D's of the devil. Right? Games with guns, you're terrible.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Maybe next time.
Yeah, good point.
There you go.
Yeah, it's similar
Just
to
do that 10,000 times and you'll succeed.
Michael
Yeah.
Jordan's stats too, right? Like, it's like he lost how many thousands of games. You know, he won 6 championships, but he lost many more games than that. Yeah.
Well, Babe Ruth had a lot of strikeouts too. You know, a lot of strikeouts, but he still
I think,
made.
I think
Home run.
simultaneously home run king and strikeout king in the same year 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You can't hit a home run if you don't swing the bat.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I know in my regular job, I mean, I'm calling 100 businesses a day. I'm calling 500 a week in order to get 3 to 5 appointments. So you do what you have to do, you know. You people are there, they will find, if they like what you're doing, you'll get them. You just got to turn over a lot of rocks to find the geodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have 5,000 emails that go out, I think, every 2 weeks right now. And it's growing. It'll probably be 10,000 in 3 weeks. So, you know, reasons. When people say, "How'd you do it?" I'm like, definitely wasn't for lack of trying. It's definitely a lot of no's. And dude, I spoke to a pastor who literally ended the call early. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
You just brush it off and keep going. But refine it. Like, think about it. That guy was heavily offended. What did you do wrong?
What was
Did you
he
do something
offended
wrong, or
about?
was that guy really uptight? Like,
Yeah.
do think about it. Like, don't just like brush it off and keep going, because you might be saying something really dumb.
Right.
You might lack self-awareness, and you just alienated him by saying, "This is a new wineskin. We don't really need to do things old. We don't need to do things the way the old wineskins do it." Literally, that's him. Like, what are you doing? Why are you saying that? Thankfully, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, you might be saying that.
Right.
Well, and it is how you say it too, because there's a different way to say, hey, we're trying to reach a group that is not being reached by the church, and the way to reach the new people is to do something new and have new wineskins. But to disparage the existing people doing existing things is not going to get them to see or be on board with what you're doing. So yeah, the evaluation of stuff. On the other side, I was going to say, on some way, if he ends the call early when he knows he's going to say no, there's actually a blessing in that, to not waste your time.
Yeah. I've learned through the years, smile through your teeth, even when you're heavily offended. I've had it where it comes full circle, where that person who ended the call early talks to their youth team or whatever, and I had one person do that. They said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize who I was." And this is like a humble comment. I didn't realize who I was talking to. Spoke to the team. Can we continue that conversation? I'm like, sure. Okay.
Well, yeah, and that graciousness leaves the door open if you don't slam it on the person who's shutting it on you. So, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm the humblest guy you'll meet. That's where all that humility comes from. It just oozes right off.
Yeah. If you guys have any other questions for Romans, shoot. If not, I have a secret topic that I just discovered like yesterday, and I don't know how many other people will be as excited about it as I am, but I just learned
Well, if we
that,
want to just
Yeah.
if we want to just stay on Reach for a minute, I don't really have questions, but I do want to add for those who haven't been there, because like as a pastor, I have been to conferences upon conferences upon conferences. Okay, you know what? I usually don't walk away from those conferences feeling like, oh, if I didn't go to that talk, I was going to miss something. If I didn't go to the breakout session, I was going to miss something. I've never been to a conference where I had as much fear of missing out because there was so many things happening simultaneously. I had to make decisions about what to go and attend and join. The other thing I had never seen really at a conference is the speakers hanging out in the back row, hanging out with the other people at tables while somebody else was giving their talk. I've been to conferences, and usually church conferences are the guest speakers are hidden in a green room. They come out to do their talk. They might sit in the front row and they go off, and they do not associate with the people that are paying to be there. They just don't. That you have to have clout to get to hang out with them. I was hanging out with people that were going to speak and didn't know that they were going to speak. And then afterwards they're like, yeah, we'll give more time. Yeah, I spoke, but let's go do a breakout session that wasn't planned because people have questions. Let's hang out with them. I've never seen so much spirit of collaboration and learning at a conference where everybody was just so excited for everybody else that was there that they got to be a part of it. It was simply amazing. And yeah, so I'm totally looking forward to this year and seeing that happen again.
I will say so this year is going to be super tough. If you thought last year was tough, I think you
I
might need to
know.
learn. I think you have to learn how to cut yourself in two, because what I've been talking with the team this year is, so last year was solo track. People may not have realized it, but last year was solo track. Like there was really only one path throughout the entire event. And that's kind of where FlatCap has that feeling of I have to be somewhere. And the reason is I really want to curate the event to be blow after blow after blow and just like give you a concussion of awesomeness. This year, it's duo track. There's each building. The event is over 3 buildings, but let's be real honest right now. Most of the events is happening in 2 of the 3 buildings. The third building is more of a wind down, more of a calm setting. Half of it, right? It's got the Taco Tranquility Zone, which I should talk about. But the other 2 buildings is action-packed speakers and training and motivation. Not motivation speakers, but just to motivate your spirit, right? There's no one there. No offense to folks who do motivational talks. No one at Reach is doing a motivational talk in that regard, but they are doing intentional talks to light your butt on fire, right? So that's one building. The other building is definitely action-packed with gaming. There's literally, in that one building alone, there's 10 VR stations, 10 Smash TV consoles, which that's like over 50 players. There's going to be arcade machines. Praise God for that landing in my lap, meeting a Christian arcade owner. And he's going to bring a bunch of machines.
That's awesome.
The retro, so there'll be all the folks who want to play Guitar Hero and DDR, the Xbox 360, Connect, all that stuff is happening. And then there's going to be the PC demos. Got a bunch of folks, indie game developers that I've met that are Christian, that are they're going to show off their games in the PC section of that area. So that's all happening, plus the tournaments that are happening throughout the event. And so if you're there, if you're there to game all you want. Just stay in that building and never leave. What I'm hoping, though, is for folks who are content creators, streamers, want to see their favorite content creator, streamer, want to see epic messages, want to hear great performances, then that's in the other building. And that building has more breaks because, I can't always have the stage constantly going. So I would say it's like 4 on, 4 off, 4 on, right? There's like a breather in the middle between sessions because what I realized last year is it was so action packed. I don't know if you had a moment to take in what just happened, right? All this information just dropped on you. You only get 15 minutes. Next one's coming up. Oh my God, next one's happening. So we're putting game shows in between the epic speaking that's happening. And then I would talk about the third building. In the third building, you got the Taco Tranquility Zone, Christian Ninja, Ukulele, Quiz, all the, some of you guys are also, I know FlatCap's also Taco guy. The whole team Taco people are building out one giant tranquility room that'll be full of calming, relaxing, soothing. If your social battery is a little bit shorter than the average bear, you can go in there to chill out.
Recharge.
And then in the next room across the way will be a 50-person D&D campaign room, tabletop room for all the TTRPG, TCG card games. So I'm like, what? There's a TCG, isn't it? TCD? TCG, not TCD. TCD people are there too, but TCG card games and one special thing that deals with Legos that we're not announcing, and the cosplay team is in that room. So if you have any cosplay is a big push this year. We're hoping everyone is in cosplay. I have 3 costumes planned for the event. I won't be in costume the entire time, but most of the time, half the time. And we'll have a 360 photo shoot, a daily winners for cosplay, and the judges for cosplay. One of them has won the San Diego Anime Comic-Con twice. She'll be there as a judge, so she'll be helping people learning how to do cosplay at the national scale. And one guy is famous locally because he looks like Goku and dresses like Goku. He literally is Goku. So Goku will be a judge. And then I have one more judge that fell out of my mind that is also world class in cosplay. So there you go.
That's awesome.
Did I talk about everything that I wanted to say? I think that was more. Oh, this year, one more thing. Vendors. This year we're doing vendors. Last year we didn't do vendors. This year we're doing vendors, not because I want to do a quick shakedown of people, but I want to bring 14 of the hottest vendors in the state of Florida to this conference. And I'm feeling good that we're halfway there. I feel like we have 7 really good vendors. Like I'm talking top shelf vendors. I'm talking, I hope you didn't spend everything to get here because you might want what these vendors are selling. And one of them I really love because they've agreed to let me rebrand their products. And so the products are all gamer now. Like it's so good. I think that same product, but I gamified it and I rebranded it for the hottest games. And I think that I'll just say they smell nice. I'll give you the clue. They smell wonderful, but you won't guess all of it. You'll guess some of it, but it's not all of it. So
Pies, because
Wow.
pies smell wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. I was
Gamified
thinking food too.
pies. Trivial Pursuit.
you know what? There is a vendor who's
There's enough hours.
selling food. I should spend some time on that. For $50, you get food for 3 days, unlimited snacks. If you give $50 to Reach Conference for the food pass, you get unlimited drinks, unlimited snacks, lunch and dinner for 3 days, 6 meals for $50. It's
a good
buffet.
deal.
Well, it's unlimited. It's not buffet style because we want to serve it, but it's unlimited. If you're a big eater, if you are a vegetarian or whatnot, I can't accommodate that this year because I have 500 people to feed. So there is that part that will be different. I did accommodate last year. I had vegetarian, I had vegan, every meal. It was crazy. So there you go. I think I got it all. Nice work, FlatCap, prodding me. That's good.
Yep.
Very good.
And I'm gonna go this year.
Nice.
Hey,
See
I was gonna cancel it
Me
if you
too.
didn't show. I was just gonna cancel the whole thing.
Exactly.
Oh, one more thing.
That's
Price is Right, the Showcase Showdown. You guys won't be ready, but the Showcase Showdown will have prizes on par with the show. That's all I'll say. If you ever watch the Price is Right show,
Ooh.
you watch the
Wow.
Showcase Showdown.
Wow.
The prizes we have lined up are probably not as, like, we're not giving away a new car just so everyone knows we're giving away a used car. But that's not even part of the Showcase Showdown. The Showcase Showdown is 2 other prizes. So because I'm going with that no matter what. The car thing may not work out if the car thing doesn't work out. But
I might know one of
yeah,
them.
there you go.
That's awesome.
Even if it's a
Very
Yugo,
cool.
it's worth it.
You go. That's awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Well, Yeah, I can't wait to go. I've got my plane ticket booked, and I'm just doing some more fundraising for the rest of the stuff. But yeah, super excited, and thank you for sharing all about it. I learned more than I thought I was going to tonight.
Yes, Plinko will be there, as well as what is the Yodler game called? Cliffhanger. Cliffhanger will be there. Punch a Box will be there. Rat Race will be there. It's like Bunch a Box, Punch a Box.
Yeah,
You gonna have
I
a wheel?
remember
Big
The
wheel?
putting one will be
Yeah,
there.
The putting one's great. That's my favorite.
Yeah, we will. I think we've planned between 8 and 10 games to be built.
That's
Going to be
awesome.
epic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be cool.
don't miss it.
It's worth it.
Reachconf.org.
No,
Yeah,
do the plug.
Yes.
yeah. Use code Born. Use code FlatCap or use code Warrior. Use code Free or Pony. I'm not sure code off the top of my head.
And that's still $5 off, right?
It is $5
Nice.
off.
$5 off.
Yep.
It's even more for me
The
because
price
that's
of
in
the event
USD.
is through.
It's like $7 off.
Yeah, the price of the event is crazy. Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before we let you go, I just wanted to sneak this in because I know you like Destiny. Have you seen that there's a Destiny mobile game coming out? It's called Destiny Rising. I'm super excited about it.
Do you want me to throw you a secret at you?
You've already
I've
played it?
recently become friends. No, not that. Not good. I've recently become really good friends with someone who's been working for Destiny for 13 years.
Wow.
I'll
Pre-development.
let you decide.
Because
I've
been playing it for 10.
Yeah, you've been playing it for 10. Yeah, so he's been there the entire time.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'll let you ponder what that could mean, but there you go.
Oh, very cool. Well, I know you have a date to to watch some wrestling.
Yes, it's
I'll let
wrestling.
you go.
Can I do that?
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
No, thank you
Yeah,
for joining.
great to
It
have
was
you.
awesome.
Thanks for being here, Rowan.
Yeah, bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, let me just disable all these nameplates here now that now that he left. All the nameplates don't fit in the right spot, but we'll just leave them off for the last couple minutes. But yeah, no, good chat. Thanks, guys, for joining. Do you guys have anything you want to plug before we go? Anything that you're working on? Start with FlatCap and then Warrior.
I'm always working on lots of things. So, my podcast over on the Church Digital has been going really good. I'm bringing on people that are Twitch streamers, that are gamers, that are Christians, that are intentionally in the space, and just, going through, how did you get started? Why are you doing this? What have you overcome? What are the blessings that you've seen? All of that. It's just been fantastic. I got another episode tomorrow. I'm also planning on starting within the Reach community another podcast, going to call it Red, Yellow, Green. And that's going to be bringing on, hopefully, a bunch of us who are in the just chatting category and just talking about, hey, how do we talk about life? How do we evaluate what's good? The green things in life. What's yellow? There's some cautions I need to be aware of. I need to be thinking about. And what's red? Why is my life falling apart in this area? And then inviting chat to engage in that conversation. And I'm hoping that takes off. Maybe it doesn't take off in the first iteration, but I'll learn some things from there. And then over at the Church Digital, we've got a whole bunch of stuff going on. So anybody can ask me about that. And boy, I'm also trying to work on some denominational stuff with like I have a hat for all kinds of different ministry that I'm doing. And I'm always switching hats. So ask me tomorrow what I'm doing, and it'll be totally different than what today was. And Wednesday's another day. So who knows?
Hopefully, not as many hats as in the background there.
All right.
Sometimes it feels that way.
That's a lot of balls
that I
in the
switch
air.
hats that often. Yeah, it is. It is. It's easier to say, here's my page of all the different organizations and things that I'm doing and connected with, which is probably about 7 different things. So
awesome.
He juggles a lot of hats, like I said earlier today to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing.
And it's a blast.
That's great. And
So
Warrior.
myself,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I guess one of the biggest things obviously is the Reach conference, or I mean Reach and Blessing Boat coming together on September 13th. Well, it's going to be totally different. Like I said, they're going to be doing Fortnite the whole day. I let them take it over just to see what happens. Obviously, I hope out of that there's going to be a lot of streamers that will want to know what the Blessing Boat is, and they'll come in, in October, November, December. We have it probably filled already for October, so we're probably looking November, December. I'm trying to kind of like he's doing, working with other companies to try to get bigger prizes for December.
Mhm.
And hopefully we'll be able to give away not just t-shirts and games, but maybe a computer, we'll see where that all goes. But we're rebuilding our website. That wasn't necessarily planned, but we have to do that. Long story. God really showed up in a big way. My other developer left. I don't know why. He was older, and a new guy came in from another friend of mine, and he's really recreating the website. The mobile does not work very well, so do not complain about the mobile. I apologize for that, but we're going to get to that fixed. So a lot of things on that nature is going on, and then we are also looking at becoming a nonprofit, which we already have kind of inroads with what Romans was telling me about something else that his friend does. So it's a good thing that's happening, and I'm excited about to see all you guys at Reach. If you're not, I haven't met you live yet. I will. That's it for me.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, no, just get that 10,000 person mailing list ready for your prizes, and
Yeah,
don't sweat the
I don't
no
have that
replies
many.
and the hangups.
I got like 500, so I'm catching up still.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But you
And
also asked me a question about Blessing Boat and why it wasn't working for some people,
oh yeah,
or
we want to
something
talk
that
about
it
yeah, we want to unpack that next
real quick.
episode if you want to come back next episode.
Oh,
I'd
okay,
like to do
okay.
a bigger
That sounds
dive into Blessing Boat, how you started it and things like that, and dive into that topic as well, yeah. On the
okay.
next episode if you want.
Yeah,
There's a little teaser.
you have me back. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah, will do. It
Cool.
was awesome to
Well,
have
thanks.
you. And I'm working on I've been pretty much a lot of my time has been consumed with trying to get this conference thing that I want to do in town here up off the ground. And I had a couple encouraging phone calls earlier today. I did an interview with the newspaper, local newspaper, and I got the vendor, the bookstore vendor on the phone, and he seemed really excited about the idea. So yeah, we're if you Google, I think, gathering game conference, or I've created a link tree. That's what I figured I'd do instead of doing a whole website, is a link tree with the registration link, and it's linktree/GG Conf CONF. So yeah, and then we'll be getting ready for our next episode of this the last Monday of September, which I think is the 29th. So
Yeah.
stay tuned, everybody. Well, everybody, I'm just going to hit the outro music here, and I thank you all for joining us, and I hope you have a fantastic night. And yeah, we'll talk to you later.
Great to be here as always. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
I will be gone next episode, so somebody else will have to take my spot.
Okay, we'll try and fill it. See if someone can fill your shoes.
I do happen to actually have all of my shoes behind me today
look at that.
because I was streaming. Yeah, I have all of my shoes behind me, and it, didn't plan that for this, but that's what ended up happening in my stream today. So they're all there.